everybody. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Yes, that's right. It's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people. Featuring, as always, the Gentleman Society of Podcasting. Myself, Harvey. My heterosexual life mate, Dave.
Hello.
And the ever-loving, ever-chameleon, fucking AJ. Oh, yeah, of course he gets the applause. Of course he does.
The intros.
At least they didn't give anybody
Lord. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, that was a funny surprise, AJ. Holy fuck. Wow.
He actually is crying.
I was so happy when you said you were going to be late.
Just to set that up? Oh, my God. That's great.
I figured out how to use my new toy better.
Well, that's fantastic. Holy shit. All right. Well,
yeah, it was one of those moments I almost wish we did have the camera. The expression on your face. Oh.
I was, yeah. That was
I
fun.
didn't even see it. I was crying.
That was fun.
I was crying.
Yeah, I couldn't help but make fun noises. Good job. Good job. Good job. And just in case you didn't know, that's not what we're talking about today. Although that's fun. We are going to talk the topic of cryptozoology, as it is termed as, mainly, kind of, what do we say, like subjects that aren't necessarily like Bigfoot.
Well, I guess, yeah,
It's a great example.
Well, that's the first thing.
That's one thing.
Example,
I was
right?
thinking, cryptozoologies, which leads into like myths and legends,
Yeah,
which would lead
right.
to conspiracies.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to be honest. When this subject came up, when I saw the cryptozoology, I'm like, oh, we're going to talk about Bitcoin.
Ah, yeah, yes.
I had to Google.
Yes,
what
we'll look at.
cryptozoology
We'll go to a zoo full of Bitcoins and Dogecoins and yeah, exactly.
That's it. I had to go
blockchain
look it up. I have to
And
admit.
Floof coin.
Yeah.
That's going to be my new coin.
Yeah.
Floof coin.
But yeah, so cryptozoology
it's just gonna
is
be a pocket
myths,
full of,
legends,
right,
that sort of
cotton
thing.
balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those
Okay.
like me. He's
Is
really
that
still
your
on
new
Floof
currency?
coin,
Yeah,
it's cotton ball.
Yeah, it's all this
Floof
fucking
coin.
Floof coin.
Floof coin. I'll
Shit.
give you 5 floofs
You should
for
tweet
$1,
that.
they'd say.
Well, no, it's the bottom of the pocket. That little thing.
Yeah,
right
the
there.
No,
lid.
that's
yeah.
lint
Yeah.
coin.
Yeah, the lint
coin.
coin.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
more of a
No,
lint
no,
guy.
and then you step up from that for
No,
the
no,
higher class
no.
people's floof coin.
No,
I think
I'm going to be a lint guy forever.
Well, I think Zuckerberg owns Lint coin. If you call up Elon with the fluff coin, I'm sure he'll definitely buy it.
No, the floof coin.
Floof coin, my
No,
apologies.
no,
Fluff
no.
coin.
That's
What's
right.
wrong with you? That's a stupid name.
That's so stupid. That's fucking dumb. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, at any rate, what are we talking about?
Mythical, legendary
Myths and legends and creatures and beasts and all
Of
that
the
fun
night.
stuff.
of the creatures. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's talk about fun shit. So, what's the one that we want to talk about first to lead off this crazy episode?
Oh, shit.
Should we I don't know, go for it, Dave?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say I had already called out. I had to search for it, but once I got that definition, I was like, well, I was starting to think. I was like, I started thinking more from a movie perspective. I have to admit, and I was thinking,
Sure.
as a kid, what are things that I remember seeing as a kid, and I've grown up, and I still kind of I know they don't exist, but I kind of wish they did.
Yeah.
And I have to admit, the big one that popped in my head was Bigfoot.
Well, you don't really know.
The
if you
Sam
don't.
Squanch.
Yeah, well, more just from Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah,
remember
I
that?
love
Yeah.
that movie.
I want
I know.
that
That movie was so
Bigfoot.
sad.
I know.
I want
Oh, you
that.
want like friendly?
I want a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bigfoot?
yeah.
friendly. Yeah. And everybody misunderstands him. 'cause
Moves
he's
in with you.
different.
Yeah, rearranges your house. I think that's a great
Poops
idea.
on the floor.
Yeah, well, and again, he's learning about your particular style of
Yeah,
living.
but do you want to clean up Bigfoot Dookie?
Well, I admit I've had taller Dookie all over the floor, so I know it's not the same level.
Oh no, that's
No,
like
it's-
Bigfoot Dookie would be like to the nth
Like-
degree.
Think
Well,
of
I used to, see, my kids are now, I guess, technically older, but I'm still impressed where once in a while there's a particular child in my household who decides that, if he's very impressed, and now I've said he, everybody knows who it is.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Everybody.
If anybody in my family listens to
our
this.
20s of fans.
Yeah. But either way, if I happen to see one down there, and I'm always quite impressed because I'm like, Curtis, that came out of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so proud.
Man,
Yeah.
when my kid first started crapping in the toilet when he was like 3 or whatever. Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'd call my wife at work or I'd send her pictures. I'd be like, dude, this thing's like the size of his leg.
Yes.
Amazing.
I've always remember. I'm like, I never do this. Like, how is? I want to get that style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I need to like clench my butt cheeks.
It's because
more.
over the years your stomach has been wrecked by
All
processed
the fun
crap
shit that you put into it. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Wow,
you guys
thanks
are
for
feeding them
buzzkilling.
like scobies from the top of fucking kombucha and shit.
He is a big fan of the kombucha. This is true. Maybe I need to drink more kombucha.
Yeah.
I'm not
or
sure how
other
I could do
fermented
that.
things like beer. Oh,
Good call.
Or
That's a
wine.
very good call.
Yeah,
Or
say
wine.
it.
Or
Or wine.
Or wine.
Beer, wine. They're healthy.
Yeah, they're healthy, right? Yeah. Don't listen to that report.
Hey, in the olden
Bullshit.
times they were.
Yeah, they actually were. There was a point in time when you needed them to survive.
Well, yeah, they were a form of survival, getting the water into your system. That's
Yeah.
sort of fun. Yeah.
No.
we
It
knew
was
that.
also like the proteins and the breads and shit like that. They would actually have. This is completely off topic.
Oh, no shit.
No.
We've been off topic for like fucking 5 minutes.
But they used to have a dude who would go around to like ale houses and stuff like that, and he would check the legitimacy of the ale and make sure it wasn't expired and shit like that. Because it, like you were saying, it was needed to survive. So not
Right.
only with water, but it was used to get grains.
Oh,
the
into people's
benefits of
diets
grains
and
into
stuff.
in people's diets and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
All right,
Yeah, so
back
they
to
actually had like a real strict, stringent rules
Policy.
and stuff like that.
They did
about it.
that.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's when we learn how to. Now back to massive shits. No,
Back to-
wait,
no, wait.
That's not where we're-
Back
no.
to- back to big
up-
feats.
Back to big feats.
back
There
to
you
big
go.
feet.
Sass-
I don't know, man.
I think it's
I mean-
possible he might have existed, or some version of that has
Hey,
existed.
again, yeah, no, I
You
know.
know what I mean?
I have to admit, I know it's not true.
How do you
But-
know? How do you know? How do you
I
know?
know.
How
If
do you
an-
know?
You have the,
In this
the
day
definite
and
proof.
age, if Bigfoot or a family of big feets actually existed, we would know by
Would
now.
they big feets or big foots?
I think it was more big feet.
But then wouldn't it just be big feet? Because feet is already the plural
Well,
of foot.
you're right. So they'd be the big feet.
Yeah,
Yeah, that does sound weird though. I like big feet.
big feet.
Yeah.
I like the
Feets.
Bigfoots.
Bigfoot.
Big
I like to imagine that their last
Yeah.
name is Bigfoot.
Oh, that's a fair argument. So Bigfoot as a last name, that might exist.
Right.
That's fair.
So,
that's fair.
So it'd be the Bigfoots, Mr. and Mrs. Bigfoot.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
John and Darlene.
It's cool if they did exist. They might have existed.
Oh,
Maybe there's something that.
Yeah, so I
So,
do think
like-
that they did exist like Neanderthals. So that may be
Sure.
where some of these stories over humanity time have,
Like
grown.
they were maybe the like they've said the missing link between
Right.
us evolving from hairy ape people
Mhm.
to naked ape people.
Yeah, one of the other civilizations.
So in
that
between there,
survived, one or two of them.
Eve ate or Adam ate the apple,
Right.
and then that's when monkeys lost all their hair and turned into naked ape
Yeah,
people.
that's what happened. Yeah,
That's how we bring
Yeah.
the Bible,
that's right. And
into-
evolution together.
yeah.
that's right.
Biblelution.
Biblelution. I like that actually.
Biblelution.
Biblelution. I'm a big fan and believer in Biblelution.
No, and I'm inspired.
Biblelution.
We should do an entire series on Biblelution. It's just our version of meshing those
You
together.
want to get canceled right away?
It'd be a good way of pissing everybody off,
Oh,
in all
yeah.
honesty.
You know, the next episode can be the pros of joining the KKK. Like,
Yeah,
no,
oh,
I don't think so.
No, that's gonna get us in trouble for sure. Yeah.
So would Biblelution.
Yeah.
I don't know if that one would get us in. Well, depends on how we. No, you know what? I'm about to say depends on how we serve it. No, way.
No.
We'll get in trouble.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyways,
I don't know, because they're always finding shit like in the bush in like Asia and shit like that. Like, we didn't know this existed anymore. Or,
Right.
this was extinct for 100 years or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
yeah. What if?
Yeah.
I'm on an I don't know
I get you.
Kick.
plane with
Yeah.
that one. Yeah.
I'm like that with everything. You know, all of this shit has origins from somewhere.
There's certain things that I find a little more difficult to believe than others. Like,
Flat Earth.
we can talk about that, yeah, for sure. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones, man. My mind might be changed. No, like the Loch Nessie monster.
Right.
Like, that's a pretty finite area.
Yeah.
And this thing's supposed to be like dinosaur level huge,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? So
You can't find
to
it.
go and
Yeah,
drag
nothing.
waters and have divers go down and look for stuff and shit, like, and then not find anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Seems wise, Taily.
Yeah.
to me, that's a little more unbelievable.
What if
than-
What if she just
big
hopped
feats.
out into another body of water for the time that they're?
Oh yeah, and
just
just jumped
hooked
and
back?
nobody saw it. And
Well,
there's
maybe
no,
she's
there's
more
no
like a
giant
snake.
dinosaur.
Yeah, maybe she's more like a snake.
And there's
Yeah.
no giant snake tracks leading out
no,
into the
because it's not
ocean
true
or
snake.
whatever's there.
It's a snake with little feet.
Yeah,
So you'd
yeah.
see feet prints.
like a caterpillar.
Oh, okay.
It's,
So
it's a big caterpillar.
Yeah, really big one.
that still doesn't cut the mustard, man. That's still
Yeah,
because I mean they
water.
actually have big. They actually have quote unquote finger quotes, proof of big feats, like big feats.
Yeah, the proof in the sense they see a picture and
No, they've have like casted molds of large footprints that don't match anything else.
well, I honestly did not know this.
But
Right,
that's
they've
also
actually found
Maybe
feet prints.
dinosaurs.
I feel you, but the thing
With
is,
people feet.
no,
You never know.
Dinosaurs with people feet.
You never know.
you
Were
just never
you
know,
around?
right? Doctored stuff.
I love that this is pissing him off.
You never know about the dinosaurs with people feet. But Bigfoot's a no-no.
No.
But no, definite
Definitely
hard
not
no on
dinosaur.
Bigfoot.
That's ridiculous.
Well, no, but
no,
we have
I'm just saying that, like, it's. I think I just wish I had some sort of concrete evidence. That's all.
Yeah, well,
that's
Yeti.
it.
We know Yetis exist. We saw them in Star Wars, the second. Well, sorry, the fifth.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Yeah, the sequel to the first documentary.
exactly. Well,
That's right.
exactly.
That first deep
all
space
about our,
documentary
all about our
Exactly,
galaxy.
exactly.
Yeah, focusing on our stuff
from
yeah.
a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah.
Mm,
That was a very one.
All
Our,
that.
our rule in the universe. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know because like there's got to be like cave systems or something that have
Well,
been
I
unexplored or
just to
not
contrary
found
to
or-
Dave's
Yeah.
position on saying, well, we would have found him by now. I feel you. Yes, if everybody was looking for such a creature, but the fact that we're not, you know, right? And generally the only people that are a little bit crackpotty. Do you know what I mean? Like
Are they though?
If it was a smaller creature,
Are they?
they're presented as. I shouldn't say they are. I think I say they're presented as.
yeah,
That's
they're
what
just
I'd say.
presented.
Maybe
Yeah.
you're a crackpot and then they're normal.
Probably.
I'm not a
That's
crack
right.
pot.
I'd
I'm just
almost
a
guarantee
crazy
that.
pot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I have no
Yeah.
crack involved in my
That's
life.
No, there's no
I-
there's no crack. In
no
it.
crack. Well,
Crack is whack.
if we're talking about crack, the drug, not involved.
No,
we're talking about
no.
cracks and body parts.
Yes,
Yeah, well,
definitely. He's a plumber by trade.
He gets the plumb
By
bumps.
crack,
Yeah,
he's a
I'm gonna
plumber.
totally say this.
Plum
Oh my god,
Hey, honey, I'm going to be a plumber tonight.
I love it.
Yeah, that'll be the end of
That
it.
would be the look on her face. That's
Yeah.
the sound
Yeah.
of the look on your wife's face.
Yeah. Or you know what she would do? She's like, okay, she should start getting you equipment, saying,
Yeah,
okay, this
she
fix,
goes
this
get
fix,
it.
that fix. Yeah, exactly.
I get my toilets fixed tonight. All right.
Okay. Well,
But yeah, so I'm
Fucking
but
Bigfoot.
yeah, I guess I don't. I guess I could say I probably wouldn't believe in the Loch Ness monster.
Fair.
I'm sure there was something that did exist in some lore variation of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It was derived from, but I doubt that there's something there now. It's hard to believe.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
you
the big
said.
thing is you do need some proof. Like I'm also a fan of American Graboids
Okay.
because
What
I have
the-
seen the documentary Tremors, and I've
Oh.
heard all about how they come out. And if I'm ever
Yeah.
in the desert-ish areas,
Yeah.
You know
I
that,
get a little worried.
I don't blame
that's
you.
a
I
pre-
think that's
you know that's a prequel to Dune, though, right?
a prequel. Oh, wow.
That's a prequel.
well,
to
Dune is actually
All
on
the
another
stu-
planet.
all the stuff that no,
but
so
they
is- so's
transferred
Tremors.
into.
So's Tremors.
No,
It's
but-
based off a true story.
Oh, gotcha,
The true
gotcha.
story is the first part of Dune,
Oh.
because then they grow
Yeah,
bigger,
Yes.
and then society falls apart. And everything
Right.
like that, and
Gotcha,
then they have
gotcha.
these weird
Yeah.
kings and
No, it's
queens,
true.
and
It's very
it
true.
is.
Yeah. It's very,
I'm
very true.
terrified of those things too, though.
It was a
I don't
great
like them.
movie.
It's
Tremors, God, it's one of those classics. I know how
Oh, yeah.
bad of a movie it actually is, but even I want to rewatch it
It's
periodically.
It's very fun.
It
Yeah.
is a
The
good
first-
classic.
One.
Oh yeah.
First- oh, yeah,
I've
yeah,
actually
yeah.
never seen any of the sequels. Not a single
Don't watch
one.
them.
I
I've
won't.
seen
Don't do
the
it.
second one. I don't think I've seen the third one,
They
but
didn't
the
happen.
second one
They
was
didn't
like,
hit fair enough.
oh god,
They
not
didn't
good.
happen.
Yeah,
It's like Matrix sequels.
Yeah,
First and
come
the
on
fourth,
now.
none others.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because of
That's not a thing I think about is large underground worms.
I did for a
No.
while again, and that's for me personally. I found there are things I know that they are truly not existing, but I
Right.
went through a good part of my childhood a little worried,
yeah.
like in the sandbox, actually going, okay, I don't see any little tremor type things.
Oh my.
And I still remember going to a friend's sandbox once, and you could see like a line where a snake. I knew now it was a snake, but back then I was like, oh my god. Maybe they exist.
Oh man,
Way to creep
definitely
yourself
don't
out,
show them
man.
that movie Screamers then.
No.
The things under
That was a good movie too.
That was
God,
an
I
awesome
haven't-
movie.
yeah, I want to watch that one
That's
now.
actually really good.
with the man who played RoboCop.
Yeah, it was him.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was him.
Peter Weller.
Yep,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a good movie, classic. But
No,
yeah,
I'm sure. Yeah, no.
but yeah, I don't believe. I went searching, hunting. Like no, like even things like the moon landing. A lot of people are like, "That's fake. Never happened." I'm like, yes, it did.
I feel like you're correct.
Yeah.
I'm not on the it was faked.
Yeah, like I'm sorry. There's too much involved. Too much that has happened because and since. It's just yeah.
I say this.
The fact that you
I
can-
believe that it did happen, but if someone came up with evidence that it was all staged, I wouldn't be surprised.
you wouldn't be surprised.
No.
I would be. I'd be
And
very
would it be filmed by Stanley Kubrick?
I don't know. I mean, there's a
Does
lot
it go
of that.
far?
I don't know. This seems like it's pretty far.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that also could be subterfuge or more kicking up smoke to whatever. I'm just saying.
Oh, red hair.
You know what? Like, you think the only reason why I say that is there's so many other things that we know that the government has been responsible for various things. Like, why not that too? You know what I mean? Like, why would that be the one off?
Yeah,
this
I've
thing?
heard people. I
That's all.
just read something the other day that someone was saying that we've never been to space
Mm.
and that the ISS isn't real
Whoa.
and that it's whatever any footage captured from it is captured in a pool.
The thing
or
I
some
find
shit.
funny though
Whoa,
is,
whoa,
is
whoa.
that you can actually see satellites without a telescope.
Yeah, that's
As
true.
long you do need a clear sky, but
Sure.
even in the city, like I will sit outside once in a while, just relaxing, enjoying the fine evening weather, and
Yeah.
you look up and you can see satellites.
Those
Like,
are aliens.
Get a better signal.
yeah, I don't believe in satellites. Those are aliens.
Those are
That's
fucking
right.
aliens.
Fucking satellites. That's
Yeah.
just witchcraft.
Drifting lights in the sky.
That's magic and witchcraft.
Literally.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going. Oh yeah, right. Because it was somebody. Again, it was probably a conspiracy thing, but like they were showing clips of videos where people were fixing other astronauts' harnesses, like on camera and
Oh.
stuff, and they were like grabbing at nothing.
Yeah.
And then one guy goes by in the background, and he can actually see the cable
Mhm.
from the harness. But again, if you can doctor things out of videos,
You can doctor.
you can
them.
doctor things into
videos.
to
that's
videos,
Yeah.
right? So
That's true.
who
knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Like
That's
I
what I'm saying.
wasn't there personally, but
No.
Yeah.
That's why I said, like, I believe that we did. I don't want to believe that we didn't. That's a shitty ass
Yeah.
fucking day.
well, the fact
So-
that you can send a laser to the moon and have it reflect back because they left like a little reflector there or some shit.
Right.
That's kind of proof positive that something was there.
I honestly didn't know that was the thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's like I guess a little reflector on the moon that if you have a powerful enough laser, you can send a laser to the thing, and then it takes X amount of seconds to
come
get
back.
back to like
That's cool.
in the
Oh,
Big Bang
nice.
Theory.
Oh,
The
nice.
intro, the beginning of the Big Bang Theory episode.
Oh. I honestly did not know this. Nice. Now I want to go get a laser and I'm going to attempt.
Yeah, what about that one laser I have? Wonder if that's powerful enough.
Probably not.
Well, you have to know the
No.
coordinates and such.
Yeah.
Well, we can
You
figure
can't
that
just-
shit out.
You can't just shoot shit at the moon.
No, obviously, but we have like the
You
internet.
probably have to figure
so
out like
we'll figure it out.
flight paths of airplanes and shit like
Well,
that.
yeah,
So
you don't
you're
want
not
to do
blinding
the plane.
fucking.
Yeah, you don't want to do any of that cruft.
If your laser's
No, that's
powerful
not a good
enough,
idea.
then you can like cut the fucking plane in half.
It's probably not. Yeah, I don't think it's that powerful. Maybe it could.
Yeah.
Probably.
But definitely blind.
I would
the
want a
fucking-
lightsaber. I will admit this.
Oh, hell
I wouldn't
yeah.
want a laser gun, but if anybody was like, David, we actually have real lightsabers that will cut shit. Oh, I'd want one
They
in an
do.
instant.
The hacksmith.
Yeah, have you seen the Hacksmith
The
ones?
hacksmith made one.
No,
Guy,
I've
guy
not.
out in Windsor.
No,
Really?
Kitchener.
Is he Kitchener?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kitchener, Windsor.
Fucking shit.
These guys have gone on these. Yeah, shout out to Hacksmith. They made some really cool shit, a bunch of Iron Man stuff. But
Oh,
the
yeah.
biggest claim to fame, they made actually what are called proto sabers, which are the actual genesis of lightsabers. So it started with like they had like a energy pack
Yeah.
of some sort, and then it came on, and they can burn shit and cut shit with it.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
fucking kidding me.
I'm
This
not fucking
exists?
kidding. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you know that scene in the movie that shall not be named. Episode 1.
Gotcha.
Where Qui-Gon Jinn goes into the door and he melts it.
Oh,
with his
yes,
fucking
yes,
lightsaber.
yes.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were doing shit like
They're
that.
doing shit like that.
through
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
steel and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay,
And they're on, like,
I'm going to
the
be Googling this shit
the
today.
third or fourth iteration or like they keep advancing it, and
Yeah.
they're even they're such fucking nerds. They are timing their advancements of each version that they make with like the timing of how long would it take for them to develop an actual lightsaber in Star Wars lore.
Oh, gotcha.
So they're hopefully going to get to a point where they just got like a complete.
Well, Disney's already done it. Dude, Disney's already done it.
They
have them on the TV
Since
on
you-
the
on the
video.
show.
It's on their thing that doesn't do anymore. The Galactic Star Cruiser fucking hotel experience thing. Yeah, they actually had a version of a lightsaber. It's a plastic lightsaber, obviously.
Well,
it actually extends and goes.
Oh, yeah, but I
and then
want.
retracts
But like
and
I
shit
want
like
like
that.
I want
this
an
is, like,
actual
legit,
cut
like-
shit.
You can get. They have a torch that they made. The
Yes,
Hacksmith.
they do have a torch. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty high powered.
That you can buy?
That's neither this.
That's
Good job,
not even-
Hacksmith. Keep it up.
Yeah,
you
okay.
got,
neither
you,
hither
got
nor
new,
thither.
you got a new fan in that.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm going to be Googling that
How
shit.
the hell did we even get onto this?
I don't
topic?
even know,
Lightsabers,
yeah.
of course.
I
But
was
before
like-
that,
Oh, I don't know.
I just really want a lightsaber.
came
That's what
into
Dave said.
lightsabers.
I just-
maybe
They
maybe
just
we
wanted to
should-
make it known that he really wants a
Yeah,
lightsaber.
yeah.
Maybe
So-
we should segue that into alien technologies.
Sure. Yeah,
Well-
I guess that falls under cryptozoology, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Aliens?
Yeah, alien technologies.
Well, aliens
No,
themselves, because they could be.
because
fake.
no, cryptozoology is specific the study of a creature,
Oh, it is.
right? So it
okay.
would be Bigfoot or a Loch Ness monster or the
All right.
chupacabra.
Chupacabras.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah, those
I
are-
will
They're
admit, though,
real.
I included
Yeah.
aliens because it's very obvious. Like, come on, they
I
do
guess-
exist. And we know this for a fact because, again, there was Area 51, but
Wouldn't-
now
yeah.
the
Maybe
government's
that would be
moved to
more like-
Area 52 because
maybe
everybody knows about 51.
maybe
That's
would
right.
be
They
more
don't want to
like-
hang out there no more.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're like
Maybe
fucking
that
party-
would be more
party
like
crash.
cryptobiology,
Oh.
No clue.
because zoology would be more like animals.
Well, they
things
could be
that- things that were more
alien
like-
animals.
You know,
Yeah, that's
like
true.
a-
What
like
if
a-
those rhinoceroses
like a
are
Bigfoot.
alien animals?
I think octopuses are aliens.
Yeah, I think those are
They
like
are
nothing
creepy enough.
like
Fuck.
fuck yeah, they're
Not
nothing like
even the fact that they're
anything.
creepy enough. The shit that they can do and the intelligence that they have,
It's
that's what makes it creepy.
unfucking real.
fucking phenomenally unreal.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
And
will
And the
agree
fact
with
that they can fit through an opening that's the size of their beak,
you. Mhm.
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Then they can
They
just
Yeah.
Yeah.
go right through an opening. Like that's
It's
pretty
true.
shape shifty.
And the
They
fact
can change colors.
Yep.
They
And
can open like jars and solve simple problems. And
it's true. And every time you
Show-
eat octopus, you absorb its powers.
affect
Do you
your-
really?
Yeah, and you actually get
Octopus.
like the power of 8 arms, even though you only got
Chris,
4.
I've been
only had the
watching a lot of
mini ones.
anime lately. Apparently,
Yeah, actually, yeah, it's working out.
I love the apparently.
Apparently, yeah, apparently.
his favorite is Squid versus Schoolgirl.
Yeah, it's a children's affair.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, moving on.
But yeah, no, I think like yeah, them and squids
Yeah, they're fascinating.
and like
They're like nothing else on our Earth.
octopuses are the good ones
Dolphins.
and squids are the bad ones. They're like
What?
the bad aliens? Look at a squid.
Why
Squids
is
ha-
the squid the
squids have,
bad
like-
one?
Because squids have like one of their arms is like a thing that they shoot out and like not grab things but like spear
Oh,
things
because they have
with.
that gimmick, they
they're-
are the bad
They're
ones.
evil
That's to help
looking.
protect them
Yeah, that's
and their
the-
children.
no.
They're actually here to
But,
save
well,
us.
from the squid side, they're the good guys. You
Yeah.
know what I
Oh my
mean?
god.
Here we go.
Okay, Dave.
What are they just fighting for their people?
Yeah, man. They're
You
just
don't know.
they know us
they are
humans
just
are
fighting.
ruining
They are.
shit, and so they're trying
Here's
to fight
something
back and
interesting I
stop
heard
us.
today.
For
I was
sure.
watching
Like
a
fucking-
clip of Joe Rogan.
My calamari.
Calamari. What the fuck are you talking
I
about?
smell calamari on you. That's my child.
All right,
Oh
we
my
talking
God.
about what?
I was watching the a clip from the Joe Rogan today, and he was talking to Brian Regan,
Oh yeah,
they were
I
talking
can't
about
wait to. I watch that one.
crazy conspiracy. Type
Oh
shit.
yeah, he's totally into that shit.
And they were saying like, what if aliens are here to make sure we don't fuck shit up?
Well, they're doing a
Right.
bad fucking job at it.
Like they just got here
Oh, you think they just got here? Oh,
because everybody's like, oh, aliens, man.
I always like the theory, the conspiracy that we actually haven't invented anything. It's just crashed alien spaceships that we're slowly stealing from. I've
So,
always
like,
been a fan of that.
I like that
Like
theory
radio
too.
technology.
yeah,
Yeah, all of it. All of it.
Basically, anything new, computers, any of these things, we've never actually invented ourselves. We've just had things smash on the planet.
Wasn't
and
that at,
we've
like
been-
Independence Day or
I
some
think
shit?
so, yeah.
Well, yeah, Transformers too.
Was it Transformers?
Yeah,
too?
same
Yeah.
idea. But
I can't remember the
definitely
same thing, but
Independence
I've,
Day for sure.
somebody said
Common.
it once to me, and I'm like, fuck, that actually makes freaky sense.
And to make it even a little bit more possible is the fact that if you look at our technological evolution,
Yes.
we
There was a point where it went-
advanced. Yeah, right after we created the atom bomb,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, we
which again could have been alien technology.
absolutely, yeah, for sure.
So, like, do we think that maybe Einstein was in contact with, like, he
What
had
if
an
he was
alien
an
homeboy?
He
Or
was
he
an alien.
was an alien?
Yeah. What if
Ah.
Einstein
Because he was
was
so fucking quirky and weird and shit?
Yeah.
his who knows? Maybe his nickname was ET. We don't know.
He got invaded
know.
by an alien that took over his brain.
Yeah, exactly.
So why? But hold on. Why do aliens always got to come and take over something?
Because that's what we would do if we were on the
It's
planet.
true, actually.
Because
We
we're
would take them over.
assholes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Exactly.
We're an entire planet of assholes.
We are. Just a
We're
giant bunch
probably
of
the
assholes.
only planet of assholes. We are planet asshole. Every other alien's like, don't go there. They're assholes, okay?
That would be the title of our comic book. Earth would be titled Assholes. Yeah, Planet Assholes. Yeah.
But no,
I
that's
love
what.
it.
But seriously, like, why does it always have to come down to an invasion?
Oh no, they're
Or
not.
something
They're not
like that. Why
invading.
didn't- well,
yeah.
No.
But then he didn't. No, he wasn't taking. He just was an alien
Yeah. Well,
living
no.
amongst,
I think.
trying to share some form of knowledge that wasn't.
Oh, that makes them nice. I got you. More on my side, I do think it's more. They had crashes, and we have stolen from them, which has helped us as a humanity learn
That would-
ourselves. I
yeah,
do think
that would corroborate Bob Lazar's
theory.
theory.
Story. Sorry.
I was gonna say I wouldn't call it a
Theory.
theory if the man was there.
That's true. He
Quote,
does,
unquote,
quote
right?
unquote, believe. Yeah.
So maybe that corroborates that because he talks about working on more high tech
Yeah.
stuff like propulsion systems that worked on anti-gravity or
Yeah.
with gravity or
Mhm.
whatever, right? But yeah, because there's certain things that just kind of make sense but don't,
Right.
like radio waves,
Sure.
and television. Like, how do you get a picture through the air from one point to the other? Who comes up with this?
Bro, Willy Wonka taught us how to do it. All you gotta take is you take the big one on this side of the
That's
camera
only
and
based on
shoot
a true
it.
story. though. That's only based on a true story.
The original true story. None of this prequel remake
no
shit.
bullshit.
Because
yeah.
that would lead me to believe that every time I watch Saturday Night Live, they have to gather all of those people together again.
I struck it down again. You just
Yeah, every
They're
time.
like- they're fucking
I'm
microscopic
rewatching
now.
Game of Thrones right now, and every time I click on the next episode, all of these people got to get in the same room and get
Yeah,
transmitted
that's
over the
right.
space waves.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage is the smallest, obviously.
Or
He's like, yeah.
or Wi-Fi, shit
Yeah,
like that. Like
yeah.
it's kind of
It's pretty impressive.
It actually is. It's one of those weird, just, I can understand even knowing that it is really just, waves that thankfully don't affect, well, from my perspective, do not affect us. But, well, that's what I mean, because a lot of people have the wind towers, things like
Right,
that.
right.
They are challenged with this. But yeah, it's just, they're waves. Yeah.
It's
like
crazy.
It's
yeah.
the idea again. It's like we were talking the other day that like how you couldn't transport something.
Oh, where the teleportation
The
and
teleport.
shit. Yeah,
Thank you. So it's just the crazy idea of like you have a picture or a song or something at this end,
yeah.
and it's just going through the air. Something's telling this other machine to recompile
Yeah.
these ones and zeros
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
the same thing that was sent, but it's
Yeah.
there's
When you
nothing
describe
in
it this
between
way,
it, man.
I like it how you describe it because
Yeah.
it does make it sound very just not real. But again, to me, that's actually very real. Because to me, and I remember us having the chat about the teleportation, to me, that does not exist because you're not teleporting yourself. You're somehow making a copy that's getting rebuilt, which means that you're
So
just
anything that I send anybody or anything that you send anybody over the Wi-Fi is like if you airdrop something or
Yeah.
Bluetooth something
Yeah.
to somebody, that's a copy.
it's a
of-
copy.
It's a copy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess because
Meaning-
you still have the original file that maybe you uploaded to your phone or something.
Correct.
like
And
that.
by doing it over the air, in theory, I can steal it.
Mhm.
In theory.
So like everything's a copy after.
Correct.
Yeah,
Everything's
this is-
digital.
This is all
a
plotted out
copy.
in the Nine Inch Nails song "Copy of a Copy."
Whoa.
Yeah, everything digital, or even that analog concept where it's the dips and dives
Yep.
in a record. They're
Yeah.
just they're
See,
copies.
that I get to be more non-alien than digital information.
How so?
Right? Well, because because it's something physical that somebody could have figured out by doing something. Whereas, like we're saying, after a certain point, the advancements in technologies and ideas, they were just go boom.
Yeah.
Right. Like they were doing.
Like 150 years ago was a gramophone, right?
Right, like at least that, right? And then on wax cylinders,
right?
They had wax cylinders that they would yell into a fucking horn,
right?
And then it would literally engrave into the thing.
Yeah.
But if you look at a CD, you can't see the information.
Oh God,
no. It's not. It's not a visible.
The
like,
cut in the
thing.
disc.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I
find like I guess I'm agreeing with your point.
Yeah.
Going back to. Yeah, there's got to, and maybe if we looked at it, because when was the first alien crash? Was like 1951 or
something of
something like, yeah.
Well, that's the first time documented. In all likelihood, it happened before. Maybe that's
but
what
maybe
gave
not.
us a club.
Oh yeah,
gave us a wheel.
Maybe not.
Maybe not,
because we were doing things in. There were longer periods of time before inventions or advancements or this, that, and the other thing. And then all of a sudden, the gap started to close. We get radio,
that's
we get
actually
TV,
a good argument.
we get,
we
get this. And maybe that coincides we could Google it if we wanted to, but maybe those things coincide. Like radios and TV didn't happen until like the 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
Right. And they weren't really popularized until, well, no. TV was
like
40s,
the 50s.
50s, yeah.
I'm talking
radio was
radio.
20s. Yeah.
And then you have certain types of radios, and then all of a sudden you have transistors.
Right.
So maybe like we were working again. The idea of sending information over an airwave, I think, might be because we always had wires. There were always wires.
Yeah.
Send a wire.
Yeah.
Right. Or telegrams.
That's true.
Right? And you had to beep 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 beep.
Even
Morse code type shit.
Phones were phone lines.
Yeah.
When they first started.
All lines, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, and then you fucking
over
branch it
through
out.
The air.
Then satellites were actually able to beam fucking signals.
Yep.
The things and then send them off. It's wild.
Oh, I always thought we had one of the old satellite dishes, like the giant.
Those fuckers that take like an hour to turn.
Yeah. And the idea of it turning is it has to find the satellite. And that satellite's not always in the same spot in orbit, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So you have to go to G5 channel 122.
Yeah.
And it's finding that.
Yeah. It's funny how much that has changed too. Like nowadays,
For sure.
I don't think satellites like home satellites exist anymore.
I think they still do in the country. Yeah. In the country.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah. So I know that for a fact because my uncle, they still have the satellite, but it is
but
more.
Like I don't
just
think Bell has Express View anymore. Or
I think they
Shaw
do.
Has.
I've seen the discs on people's houses.
I think they're just old.
I think those are old, dude. We have one in our house.
Oh, okay.
And it's not hooked up to anything.
I can't imagine somebody living in the city who would go satellite.
I don't know. I don't get why anyone would even have cable.
Now that it's all the information sent over your internet, cable line, right? Because I have one of those little Rogers Ignite boxes. It's like a little square fucking
I gotcha.
box, and they can give you all your TV channels on that, or you can send.
You don't even need that.
You type in all your streaming information,
and it'll do it all,
and then you can just watch all your streaming
on
one
box
central location, which is.
I do kind of miss the days of you always knew you went into somebody's fancy house where not just they have a nice TV, but they'd have the VCR, the DVD player, the cable box, the audio mixer, like everything, like the entire. And now it's just a box.
Yeah, that's just a box. Yeah,
or a bar
or the bar. It's just one of those.
I'm not a fan of the bars.
I don't think I've ever actually seen them or used them personally.
I'm not a fan.
I'm aware of them, but I've never.
I'm an amplifier speaker kind of guy.
Yeah, you're probably one of those analog-y weirdos.
Talking about myths and legends.
Yeah, so back to zoology. Yeah. Minotaurs.
I always loved them in books.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's interesting.
But what would the basis of the Minotaur story, or because it all has to come from somewhere,
right?
Mm-hmm. So does it just come from some dude's imagination, or did some guy wake up in like a hungover fucking haze in a barn somewhere, and he just happened to look over and the cow was bent over drinking, but there was a dude standing right behind it, so it looked like they were. Yeah, it was a perspective thing.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude! It's on a fucking Minotaur.
Maybe it was a situation where his guy was fucking around. And he had like just his regular skin pants on, like his bear, whatever they were, and then he put on the head of an animal. I was like, oh shit!
Oh yeah, because I mean,
Yeah.
they probably would have fucked around back then with shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just back then, not today.
Yeah, not today. No, that never happens.
Oh man, if I ever walked into a garage and some dude had a moose head on, I'd be like, I'm the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's a good response. That's a good response.
And I'm out. See ya.
Um,
Sure.
but then leading off of the it had to come from somewhere idea.
Mhm.
What about like urban legends? What about stuff like the story
Candyman?
of the Hook Man and you're sitting in your car
Candyman,
and then
fuck
all of a sudden
The
Hook
lights
Man
flashing
comes
while driving.
and- That
It's one of those
I wanna-
maybe.
I want to talk differently about that for I'm thinking more of like the Candyman thing or the
Great movie.
you're
Yeah,
parked
that's a movie.
in you're parked, you pull over to pick up a hitchhiker and then it's the hook with hand man and then you turn around and he's gone and it's just the hook that's left. Ooh, kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
The lights thing though,
Mhm.
that I remember being told when gang activity was a bigger thing.
And who told you?
Gangs.
My parents.
Exactly.
But I also heard it like
No, it's one of
don't do
those
it- don't do it in
parental
pla-
thingies.
But there's also things like don't do it in where was it? It's like we were warned don't do it in Florida or some shit.
Yes. Or it's
Right.
like I had
And that's why they started taking rental car bumper stickers off of rental
'cause
cars.
you do, yeah.
Any sort of visible thing.
that was
saying
more
it's a
to
rental
steal.
car.
Wait, you guys have lost me. What the?
But
fuck
that
you
was the
talking
same thing.
about?
Yeah.
Like you would get, if you did that, you flash your lights at somebody going by you, they'd fucking turn around and carjack you.
Yeah.
I
It's one of
I
the.
wouldn't call that an urban legend.
Yeah, well, the
I would call that it's
story.
a probably happened.
Story. It's like when I was a kid, I used to, funny enough, actually buzz my hair because I'm simple. Like I'm a kid, I don't want to take care of my fucking
Right.
hair. So I go visit my grandparents in Barrie, and I'm told I shouldn't go outside. Why not? Everybody will think you're a skinhead. Why? And it's because I actually got curious and I asked my stepmom, like, why did this come? She goes, oh, it was just my grandparents. That was their way of, making sure you stayed home while they were babysitting you. I'm like, really? They're like,
What?
she's like, did you go anywhere? I'm like, no.
I guess
And
it
were you
worked.
home alone the entire day? Yeah. So what could you have done? Could have went out and had fun. And that's why you didn't.
Oh,
I'm like, fuck, they got me.
Damn it, grandparents.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ah,
I could see that,
it's the same. That's the same deal as Santa Claus.
but it has to come. But Santa Claus came from somewhere.
That's true. It did.
Yeah.
Santa Claus was a person.
Yeah.
I mean, not the Coca-Cola version of Santa Claus that we
No.
know and love
No.
today, but
No one loved it.
Hello.
Santa
That's
Nicolaus,
That sweet, sweet Santa Claus drink.
sweet Santa blood. But yeah, he was a person who did that shit, like fucking broke into people's houses and put oranges and money in their socks.
Yep.
That's right. I beat the fucking kids with the money in the socks.
No, just the oranges.
And only when they were bad.
Yeah,
That's right. Oh, they're
Just
bad.
to, you know.
Yeah. It wasn't coal.
it wasn't coal. It was the black hearts that he ripped out and put in the stockings.
Yeah. Taught those parents a lesson.
But yeah,
Nice.
like I feel like that stuff has to come from somewhere.
Yeah, it
Sure.
does.
Yeah.
No, I don't disagree. It's like subliminal advertising. A lot of people say that's fake. I think it's real, actually. I do think that because of just everybody connected, internet tellies, all those things, YouTubies. No, and again, what we would call old school, that subliminal advertising, I think can be further proven with that idea of when you watch a YouTube video of something, then you start to get more product advertisements about something related to that YouTube video. Like we can see a lot
I
more.
wouldn't call that subliminal though.
And again, subliminal, I only say subliminal in
I would
that
call
sense.
it liminal.
Just in the sense that they're tracking everything. Like, and again, to me, it's one of those well-known things. But once upon a time, it was one of those stories nobody believed. But let's put it this way: if somebody Googles your name, they can find a fuck ton about you, and that's just through Google.
Yeah.
Imagine having more access to data, sales information, cameras. Like you could, yeah.
I don't feel like it's a new thing though. I feel like
No, it's just
like
transformed and probably more subverted.
coupons
Yes.
and shit like that. Back in the before times,
The before times.
we're a
How do you know
target. We're a
coupons?
targeted
Yes.
thing, right?
Yes, they
like
were.
if you shopped at a company, let's say you shopped at Sears and you bought this from Sears, they would send you coupons or things in the mail pertaining to
Oh, yeah.
those things.
And now you
Right.
get text messages
right?
and shit.
Yeah.
right.
yeah.
So it's I wouldn't call
Emails
it
and shit.
subliminal. Subliminal messaging.
It changed. That's what I'm trying
But no,
to say.
subliminal messaging is literally more It's like that stupid fucking Saved by the Bell episode where you have something at face value, but then underneath there's literally something else recorded telling you to do something.
Like using sex to sell you. No, that's
Well,
a
you don't have
horrible
to. You just use
example.
sex.
Just
I'm
use
good.
sex.
Yeah,
Done.
just give me sex.
And I'm done.
Quite
No.
quickly, but yes.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, that's
Yeah,
like hearing a song, but then underneath somebody saying, "Kill John Lennon."
Oh,
That's subliminal. That's the meaning of subliminal.
Yeah.
So I had it more in that sense of that.
Or literally that movie They Live.
Right.
Yes.
If you've ever seen
You
that.
need
where
the
he puts a glass-
sunglasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a statement
okay.
on
And
subliminal advertising.
Okay, I understand. So I was more from that less. So I understand less that level. I would just put my hand down for the people that can't see, and I meant it more on that a little bit higher level of. It's not quite that secret. It's just that they're tracking you to always give you that specific message. That's more what I meant.
Yeah.
But you're right. That is another
That's
good
targeted
example.
advertising.
Yeah. Well, good call. Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. I gotcha. So more of the
Right?
target because they're
Nick-
tracking
Nikki
you.
and I do
Yeah.
the same thing. Like we'll be talking about something, and then 2 seconds later it'll be like, "Oh, I just got that ad on Instagram or
Yeah.
Facebook or something like that."
Yeah.
Or you go to type something into Google, and you literally type in 2 fucking letters, and what
It
you were
knows.
just talking about is the first thing it suggests.
Yeah.
But then 2 days later, you type in the same 2 fucking letters, and it's completely
Oh, yeah.
different.
Yeah. Yes.
You gotta
Yeah. That's
self-manage.
more what I was targeting. But I understand what you were saying, which I
So
agree.
yeah, and I think at one point they did try to use subliminal advertising.
They have, and they
like that
still do.
kind of stuff.
It's not allowed, but it is used quite frequently.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you can always
Very
see or
well, I
hear.
mean,
We can always see or
product
hear it
placement
if
for
you
crying out loud.
play it in reverse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it still has to be more blatant.
Yeah.
Like product placement, like in the Avengers they're having a Coca-Cola and not
Right.
a Pepsi, right? Yeah, but it's still more blatant, more out there because it's a natural thing. Because if
Mhm.
you were to walk into somebody's house and see a Coca-Cola can sitting on the fucking, that's what you would see.
I think there's multiple forms of subliminal of advertising.
It's when it gets to trickery.
Levels as
Levels.
levels.
It's when
as
it gets
they've
to like actual trickery.
Sure,
that
that's
it's not.
a problem.
Yeah.
Well, I
quote,
think
unquote,
it's
not
all a
allowed
problem.
or
I
not
wish it could
legal.
just.
Yeah.
I'm all for transparency. I think you should just say,
Yeah. Wayne's World
here's
is
my
quite
product.
transparent.
Yes,
I
yes,
love
yes.
that scene.
But offer this, and then this is what it is. I prefer that. I think
And
most
part of me
people
feels
do
like
prefer that.
they did that scene just to appease the sponsors that gave them money.
Oh, yeah.
in one like 2 minute span.
Yeah.
So they didn't have to do it throughout the rest of the movie.
I love it. Yeah.
It's possible.
Right,
I just
so they
love the
didn't have
way
to-
they played it. It's just one of
So
those.
good.
Everybody knows what's going on, and we all laugh. And what do? We go get ourselves a Pepsi and some nachos.
Uh-huh. That's right. That's right.
Or like Fight Club,
Uh-huh.
where he spliced in the ding dong.
Oh, those were always
Well, they
good.
used to do that, right? They
Yeah.
used to splice in like pictures of popcorn
Mhm.
or a soda pop
Yeah.
or something like that into a frame
Hmm.
in the movie. So you'd be like, "Hey, maybe like going to get a popcorn." That is when it's
Evil.
it's deceiving.
That's
Yeah,
right,
deceiving.
That's when you're deceived, right?
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you're
sure.
not aware. It's not blatant,
Right.
Yes.
right? It's not a natural.
Flow in the story or
Thing.
what's being
Yeah.
shown.
They made a joke about that in Angie Tribeca as well. Every time the car would pull up to a different scene, it would be a different brand of car.
Oh, nice.
That's funny.
Matrix.
So it'd be like
Yeah,
a,
second
a,
one-
a Toyota and
where they're
one,
all-
and then a
All
Ford and the
Cadillacs
other one.
and
Yes.
whatever
Yeah.
Cadillac's company is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cadillac.
Buick. No, they're part of somebody. Anyways, doesn't matter. Who's
I
on
No,
honestly-
it matters. It's a conspiracy.
It is.
It is.
You know, it's
Yeah.
a conspiracy. Not talk about cryptozoology. Okay.
But that's not all we were supposed to be talking about. It was supposed to be that
Yes.
and myths
And-
and legends
yes,
and
yes.
conspiracies.
We're sorry, Chris.
That's the
I thought you should
conspiracy.
be.
Him
He's
trying,
in on it.
Him trying to get us back to
I'm just trying to
cryptozoology
gaslight you
specifically.
all.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's right.
That's what.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. Well, get us back on topic then.
Yeah. Chris,
Myths and legends.
I got one. I got one. You guys ever heard of the Montauk Project?
Oh yeah.
You've heard of this?
I have not.
You know about this? You've heard of this?
I actually have heard of it. I'm not sure what it's in reference to though.
It's the Montauk Project.
Actually, you're right. Sorry.
in reference
I've heard
to
of
my
it too.
memories.
You just said
the
it.
Montauk Project.
I've heard of this too.
It's basically they took people who the government took people who were suspected of having psychokinetic powers and and like mental abilities and stuff like that, and using them and training them as weapons, a la Stranger Things. Stranger Things is based off of this. So the whole idea of 1 through 11 and blah 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 blah. Yeah, that was apparently
a thing.
Mm.
I somewhat believe, because again, there are things like the LSD shit like that. Like the government did do shit like this, so I do somewhat agree.
Yeah.
And you hear stories,
But
and apparently it's happened multiple times where like an entire town goes a little crazy and starts singing and dancing together.
Yep.
Apparently this has truly happened.
Oh, it's called a flash mob, sir.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't do that anymore.
Obviously, Wolverine, Weapon X. Yeah, there's lots of evidence of this happening throughout history. Absolutely.
I guess, because it is kind of the same idea. So apparently that was a thing, or like you're saying, the LSD thing, or Agent Orange.
Yeah,
where they would like spray soldiers down with this whatever to try to make them like super soldiers.
Yeah.
That could be where the whole
Super Soldier program itself.
That could be where the whole Captain America thing came from.
Huh. Yeah, that shit. I'm confident that shit's happening.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know.
No, I think it is.
I don't know.
Absolutely
humans are human.
Yeah.
And when you give humans a group and they actually have power over other humans, then unfortunately, and again, World War II, I'm not going to bring up specifics, but the reason why we know some things today is because unfortunately we did awful things to ourselves.
We didn't do sorry.
We as humans.
We didn't do okay. So
we as humans.
There were
humanity.
I mean this and that.
Humanity turned a corner in World War II, I think.
Oh, well, we've done it to ourselves before, but that was one of the big ones.
But that was one of the big.
that was definitely one of the
I
big
guess
ones.
there's certain things in like psychotherapy or like
they would connect the electrodes and
shit like that. But like you're saying, unfortunately, certain bad things
help make good things.
To make positive things come to light.
That unfortunately is just the
don't do
condition.
it. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
But also maybe
draining blood when you were sick back in the days. Again, it's something that we did
that's
for a while.
Right.
That's what barbers did. That's why barbers have a barber pole thing outside that's red and blue because
your blood.
Yeah. They were the fuck were they called? Bloodletters.
Yeah. And that's always that one thing of so there are like, the World War II thing. No, that's just people being complete assholes. But then there's also things like, barbers letting your blood out. But everybody really thought that was the good, proper thing to do.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Even people like with putting like fucking, honey on your wound. Apparently. Apparently honey is supposed to like fucking do something.
I wouldn't do that, no.
But I mean, this is also back in the before times.
Yeah,
it's
true.
Yeah.
And then we had the aliens come and give us technology, so we're improving.
Yeah,
again, aliens coming to Earth to try to make sure that we're not fucking shit up.
When we were doing it ourselves, we were fucking died at the age of like 25.
And
now
here
we are
living
like
take
120.
pictures of your bones.
Yeah.
Now you won't have people walking around with floppy arm all the time.
Well, when I get excited, it doesn't. We're good.
Not take pictures of that bone.
It's
that was invented by man.
That was all.
Only humans want to take pictures of their boners.
That's true. That's true. The aliens are upstairs going, "Oh man, they'll make it."
Put a little hat on it this time. What the fuck? Do we have to go here?
I mean, baby fart McGee's axe, man.
I always had a thought that the concept or the idea of God is an alien, and we are some sort of science project that gets checked up on every once in a while.
Okay.
Like, kind of like, and I thought about this even before I saw that South Park episode, but kind of like the South Park episode where a whole bunch of things were just thrown into a bottle.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, okay, well, we'll see how that happens, what goes on in the next 1,000 years.
Right.
Maybe time to them is different. Like Einstein says, time is relative. Right? So to us, it's 1,000 years. To them, it's an hour and a half.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah. It's somewhat related because I just started watching it yesterday. The Good Omens second season.
Okay, I've been curious about that show.
That show's fucking amazing.
Watch it.
Oh, you got to watch it.
Yes, it is a must watch. But
you and Nick, you will love it.
Yeah. So I am halfway through the second season already. But it's funny. It's similar-ish in that concept. Just of I'm not going to ruin it, but it's funny you brought it up.
Mhm.
I highly, and again, yes, if you have not seen Good Omens,
Well, I
trust
know it's about like an angel and a demon and kind of.
it's more than that.
Yeah.
The
Stuff.
first season is a good one way. The second season, they've kind of done it. They're going a different way. It's very good.
It's very
I
much.
highly-
I've only seen the first season, but it's very much a great reflection of humanity.
Yes.
So it's kind of like
recommend.
that funny TikTok thing that I see sometimes called God and Angel, where it's like an angel and God talking about making things on Earth.
No,
No.
that's not what this
No.
is. No,
That's
no,
funny.
no.
Okay.
No, this is the different kind of funny.
Don't talk
Yeah.
about conspiracies. Talk about the church.
What? Churches aren't conspiracies. Just kidding. Obviously, they're conspiracies.
Well, they have humans involved. Of course,
of course
they can.
they are.
Yeah, I guess. But I guess the reason I would, because there's so many different
Churches?
This is how it is. No, this is how it is. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
all the same source material.
Yeah. Same with governments.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
how it is. This is how it is.
Right?
Same with people. This is how it is.
It's
Yeah.
all talky talk.
Yeah, a lot of it is. Yeah.
It's all he shed, she shed.
He said, she said.
It's all It's all convincing people that your bullshit is right, and
Yeah, there you go.
So I can convince you.
But
to give
again,
me a
to me,
dollar.
it depends on the human in that case. Because some
Sure.
humans, no, this is what I believe. Oh, I don't believe that.
Oh, sure,
all right,
sure,
you
sure.
do you.
I think
Those are good. To
I
me,
think
that's
Chris
a good
is
people.
more like that kind of person where it's like, yeah, I'm down with the idea and stuff like that. I'm going to use it to go
Make
through
me-
life and
yeah.
be good.
Yes,
But I'm not going to sit here and go, eat my words.
exactly.
No,
Anyway.
fuck everybody. That's my philosophy. No, yeah, I guess.
Well,
We've
no,
had
but the proper
conversations
fuck.
about it before.
Not
We've
the
had-
evil fuck,
That's
the
right,
good fuck.
The good fuck.
We've had theological
Yeah,
conversations before.
my
where I
thoughts
don't
are this:
feel
live
like
and
I'm
let
offending
live at the end
him.
of the day, and just
Float the boats.
float the
Don't
boats,
sink anybody's.
exactly, and whatever brings peace to your life, enjoy it. Don't let what brings peace to your life be like murder. You know what I mean? Like don't let that
Murder, stealing,
just
hurting.
be decent.
Don't try to change somebody who is happy
Man,
as the person
even,
they are.
Even the quote unquote Church of Satan doesn't believe that those things are cool.
Actually, it's true.
Like I've actually, I've gone on
That's
their
true.
website and
Yeah.
read their doctrine and stuff
Yeah.
like that. They are about like get it for yourself and
Yeah.
do what you need to do to make your life and your bubble happy. But
Yeah.
Don't pop
don't
others.
go,
Yeah.
kill babies and shit like that.
I
Yeah.
think that's a sign.
Toddlers, maybe. No
Another
babies.
conspiracy.
Hopefully, a well-meaning organization. And if they're well-meaning, and then it's worth maybe being
I
a
think
part of.
under the leadership of what was his name, Anton LaVey,
Okay.
the guy who started it.
Mhm.
Not so much because he was more into the actual occult
Ah,
end of everything,
Hmm.
and he thought he was like like a wizard and
yeah, he probably
that
was.
kind of bullshit.
I would have loved to
Um,
be a wizard.
I know. I would have.
Celebi.
I don't know if I
But,
want to join the Church of Satan to be a wizard, but I definitely want to be a wizard.
Hmm.
Yeah. Are we too old to be wizards?
No.
No, you have to be old.
Oh, you do. have to
Being
be
an old man
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
helps.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but you have to have a beard.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm on my
You're on
Yeah,
there.
I got the hair.
I'm
yeah,
like
and
an
you
eighth of a
don't
wizard.
take long to grow a beard. I can
But
grow a beard.
yeah, under him,
Right
I
now.
think it was more rituals and
Hmm.
killing goats and using their blood,
Sacrificing
it's
virgins.
that kind of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, on the outside, on what they're packaging it as, is more of a we pray to Satan or Baphomet or whatever the fuck they want to call him.
Mhm.
But they're not going out, killing babies and using
Yeah.
animal blood for
It's a real
that
bad
kind
look.
of shit.
Yeah, they're more
Bad
on the.
answers.
My understanding is they're more on the live your life, you be happy.
Yeah, live your life the way you want to live it.
Yeah, just don't hurt anybody in the process.
Yeah,
That's more it. Whereas
Yeah.
classics and things like that, it's help your community work together, that sort of stuff.
Oh, do we want to talk about the Crusades?
Sure.
What?
How Catholics would go out and brutally
Well, that's what I mean.
murder people?
That's what I mean. It's this.
It was in love.
It was in the name of
the
Jesus,
name of
okay?
Jesus.
God.
No, that was just
Shit on
another
him.
great example of us humans taking this potentially. Okay, I get the concept where they're trying to make everybody happy and good, but we take that and now we use it as evil.
I think it was
Right,
more
right.
I think they were using that as a reason to do what's naturally been done for centuries before that and just take shit over.
Oh yeah,
You're
take
a
it
king.
over to take
You're
stuff.
a king. You want a bigger kingdom. What do? You conquer.
Well,
right?
and again,
But
it's
we're gonna use religion as a reason.
the method, sure,
as the reason
yes,
because then people are gonna accept it.
yeah. No, I do agree with the reasoning because again, a lot of times I actually think it was that multi-case of not just take it over, but it was to steal, it was to, in some ways, help manage your populations. It was a lot of that as well. Like, hey, go and send all these people. We're running out of food. All right, let's start a war because that way you'll actually get people pissed off. The reason why we're running out of food is because of them. And now you're solving two problems.
Wag the dog. You ever see Wag the dog?
Yes, Wag the dog.
Yeah.
Good classic.
No, but I'm
example.
watching Game of Thrones, and it's kind of the
Oh
same
yeah,
thing.
no, there's definitely lots of that in Game of Thrones for sure.
Specifically, actually, right after Joffrey becomes king, and he's all like a tyrant and shit like that, and they're walking
Everyone
through the
starts
square.
making plays. Yeah.
Well,
that's right.
it's even they're walking through a square at one point, and all the villagers are there, and they're like, giving him shit, and then they throw poo at him and stuff like that, and then they start a riot. And it's like, we want food.
Yeah. He's a shitty ass king.
Yeah, so you start a war.
Yeah, start a war.
To be honest, and there's some proof on my understanding of this actually happening in the past.
Absolutely, lots of proof.
But war, that doesn't make sense though, because war drains the economy.
And this is more classic too. Nowadays, you're right. You couldn't really do it in the same manner. Back then, you're right. It would cause a more drain on the economy, but you're just trying to capture gain and, funny enough, lose people because now less responsibility. Less food needed. So
I don't think that was the thought of kings and whatnot. I think they just wanted more.
yeah,
It
maybe
was more of a
and again, their
I
thought.
need to have
fair
the bigger
point.
kingdom.
Gotcha. Fair point.
Because
so,
if I have a bigger kingdom, then I
I
have
can
a
get more
bigger
food.
army.
Yeah, fair enough. So you're right.
If I have a bigger
Their
army,
thinking
then I
was
can
more
conquer
that.
more.
Yeah, but I think also it worked both ways without anybody realizing it.
Wait a second. I don't think wars drain the economy. In fact, wars are the most profitable times in human history.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Describe?
Yeah, well, that's why we've been in a perpetual, or countries have been in perpetual war since World War II of some sort, is because it continues to generate economy.
Maybe if you're talking things like, I'm going to pick on Russia for a
Sure.
moment.
Okay,
Sure. Russia's a
at
good
this
example.
point in time, maybe, but at one point in time, no. You'd have all the men go off to war, all the women would have to go to work.
And there would be some sort of,
Women don't get paid as much,
Right.
therefore the economy falls.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the profit? You're putting all of this money into building war machines,
Mm-hmm.
and you're taking money away from other
I think
things.
we're so far removed those days now, but
and that's thinking about it. Yeah, I get you, because now we're accustomed to.
What's just life now?
We've come into that. Well, this is just
Or
how it works.
we have
Wag
to
the
pay
dog.
for shit.
We just assume there's war. You know what I mean?
there's always
But
something.
at the time, World War I, World War II, like earlier wars in civilization, like in modern civilization, because we can't say just civilization in general. There's hundreds and thousands of millions of wars, but the two big ones that
Most
have
recent
affected
biggest ones.
our lives, I guess, in general.
Well, now we're getting into semantics a bit because things that affected our lives are more, Iraq.
Well, no, I
Gulf
think it would.
War.
World War II affected your life.
And that's what, so fair. It affected
If
my
the Allied forces hadn't won, you'd be speaking German right now.
Maybe.
potentially.
You
I'd
could
still
potentially
no, it depends.
Be following
Depends
Nazi
which
party.
side. Because again, there's a very clear. I forget the name of the damn book and show. They've made a
Man
show.
in the High Castle.
Yes, Man in the High Castle. Great perspective. I love how they played it. Of course, it's kind of happy-ish, but still. But either way, it's one of those. Who knows?
But that's fiction.
More what I mean though is just that.
But what we're talking about is fiction, because the Allies did win.
Yes,
So we don't know
we
what
don't know
happened
what
if-
would have happened.
yeah.
Yes, but it's
Fair
no
enough.
different. It's no different than things like we lost Vietnam. We lost Korea.
We didn't.
too,
We weren't in
We didn't do
Vietnam.
shit in
weren't
Vietnam.
Well, we
in
didn't do
Vietnam.
shit.
The
Yeah,
Americans were.
fair. But there's also things. Which one? Well, no, we weren't involved in that one either. Okay, so you're right. I can't really speak from a Canadian perspective. From an American perspective,
I guess
Yeah.
I say we as in North America.
Sure.
I guess as
Yeah,
a
because their
continent,
wars impact
okay.
us and us impact them for sure.
yeah,
right? So
Definitely.
I forget my point now.
and the topic is like over here.
Yeah.
way
This sounds like
over
this. On
yonder.
this note,
On this
I actually have no other thoughts on. Random.
Conspiracies are, I think there's always truth in conspiracies, or at least some sort of grain of it. And the problem is there are legitimate conspiracies that are going on that really do need to be highlighted. But because we now live in a world where everybody is talking all the time and there's conspiracies coming from everywhere, it just floods the information channels with...
Is it a conspiracy anymore, or is it just a rumor?
I don't
Is
know,
a
what's your
conspiracy a rumor?
classification? What's your classification?
Yeah, more what I see as the challenge. I think we spoke on this before. Is it's more just that
I guess a
concept.
conspiracy would be more perspective on of perspective of information.
There you go. You
Right,
said
right,
it. Because
yeah.
it's that we're now more in that time, very clearly in that time where, hey, if I think this, well, then this is the type of things I consume
Right.
constantly. So you're right. There's
Yeah.
tons of varieties.
Because
but
nowadays you're being told you can believe whatever you want to believe.
You are,
it's
yeah,
not
you
even
got-
inside of that.
Whereas, 100 years ago, you couldn't believe whatever you wanted to believe. You had to believe whatever the church told you to believe.
Well, whatever. Well, see, but even there, it's kind
Outwardly,
of
at least.
Outwardly, yeah, fair.
You
But it's no
couldn't
different
have your own
now.
opinions.
And that's always the challenge: is opinion is one thing, acting on those opinions, I guess, is the other thing.
Mm.
That's kind of the difference. You're right. Opinion-wise, you be you, even if I disagree with you. But how you act, that I will potentially have a lot more judgment on you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, person.
Yeah.
Yeah, person. Yeah, person.
It's okay. I'm a man.
Fair enough.
Are you
All right.
though?
Ouch.
No, I'm asking. I mean, are we men?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I know you're both men. I've seen.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm a man in tights.
that's right.
Tight tights.
That's true.
I
Thanks for-
roam around the forest looking for fights.
I just want to say, AJ, thank you
Nice.
so much for wearing your tights today. We appreciate it.
No problem.
No, really awesome.
I always make that joke with my wife. I'm like, I should get a nice set of Speedos. And
Hell
she's like,
yeah.
no, don't. I'm like, no, I should. Like,
Budgie
a nice.
smuggler.
Can I just
Yeah,
say, I love that he calls them a set of Speedos.
A set of-
that means he's going to
Well,
get 2 pairs at least.
No.
You get different styles.
No, but you have a pair of pants.
I know.
Actually, it's a good point. I don't know why you do say pair of Speedos.
But yeah, why don't we? Why
Because
don't
there's
we?
2
Why
leg
is it
holes.
weird?
Yeah,
it's
maybe
true.
that is why.
Because it's a
Yeah.
pair of holes.
Yeah, it's just one of those funny things. If
You
when
call
I
a
get
pair
my
of underwear, you
Speedos,
don't. That's
Yeah,
why.
I do.
Of course.
And seriously, I do.
I'm sure you do.
Why wouldn't
Oh,
it
my
be?
last
If it's a
name.
pair of
Pair of
pants,
underwear.
pair of underwear. Yeah,
Pair of
No one
shoes,
says that.
pair
Though.
of pants.
Nobody says
Pair
pair
of
of underwear.
socks.
give me some underwear.
Give me some
Okay,
underwear.
but some would some would insinuate more than one.
yeah.
This is
So
the
you don't
most-
just say,
Can I
"Hey, give me
just
an
say-
underwear."
This is the most fucking useless thing we've ever argued about ever. This is
I don't know. But yeah, actually, a good point about the underwear.
Have you ever argued the semantics of Skittles?
Give me underwear.
Yeah,
You just
it's a
say give me
Skittle.
underwear. You don't say like give me some underwear or
No,
a
where's
pair
my
of
underwear?
Just where's my underwear? You know what I mean? Like
Where are my
it's-
pants?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's your underwear.
But pants.
Yeah, pants. Here's your pant.
You would say though like
would a person with one leg just wear pant?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
we'll-
definitely.
We'll have to go and find somebody and ask.
And I wonder, is there like a specific store for people with just like one leg? Because I feel like there needs
I
to
doubt
be,
it.
you know?
should
They
be.
just do the tie-up thing.
Oh yeah.
There's like a left shoe section and a right shoe section.
Oh, ouch. Actually, you know what?
you
And it's
know.
easy for me to say this. I actually don't want it to happen. But if I ever lost a foot,
Oh,
I would. I need to buy a pair of shoes. So since I'm only buying one, I do expect half off.
Yeah.
Right. Or you could go to the War Amp store and shop the right shoe section.
Okay.
All right,
is
now
there
we're
not
going.
one?
Now
How
we're going
is
to
there
hell.
How is there not one?
A War Amp store? I think there is.
Well, then.
They
What do you
recipe.
think?
I think.
Okay, I agree. On that note,
When you go in
I
there,
feel
you
dirty
this
right
fucking
now.
who's
conspiracy.
at the cash register? A really, really old Alpha.
Oh my god.
My name's Alpha. I can put my arm back on. You can't.
that was a
Play
great
safe.
commercial. I did play safe because of that commercial.
Yeah.
Me too. I wanted to be a robot, but I knew I wasn't.
Yeah.
So I played safe.
I thought I was a robot. I put
And
my
you
arm
found
back
out.
on.
I
put my arm back
You did
on.
it. Holy shit.
Uh-huh.
Lied to us this whole time?
Uh-huh.
Oh, fuck.
More for me
Conspiracy.
was the Star Wars. I know we already brought it up when he had his hand cut off, and it became totally like,
Oh, yeah.
God, that'd be awesome.
A robot hand?
Dude.
Yeah,
Mm,
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to like lube up your hand.
yeah. Well,
Well,
I can do that.
And not just
You
for
might.
fun time.
Yeah.
Just for all the time.
But when it does come to that time, you do have to tweak, right? Because you don't
Like-
want to be like, "Argh," you
like,
know?
I'm not
that's
really
true.
into the tweaking.
No, that's twerking, sir.
Oh, my bad.
But you know, like in the cold when your hands get all like stiff and like it feels like they need some WD-40.
Yeah.
Your hand would be like that, like
all the time.
all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
You just that'd be like a daily, like
Well-
wake up in the morning.
Like, fucking Tin Man. Oh, I wish I had a heart. or
Well,
whatever
no.
fucking
To be honest, the best way to keep things and joints and all that properly working is to move them. So that's what I have my wife help me with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I just go and I squeeze constantly.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
Would you?
He means her face cheeks, people. He goes and squeezes
For
her
sure.
face cheeks.
No, her
just
butt and
pinch,
boobs.
pinch. Oh, okay.
what about the same thing but like a mechanical penis? Would you do that? Would you?
Would I make my penis mechanical?
Yeah.
Only if my theme
No.
song was "Detachable Penis" by King Missile.
I feel like that is a Isn't that a joke in a movie or something where the guy is basically 100% a robot except for his penis or something?
No, but that's
what porn are you
really
watching?
weird porno, dude.
I swear this has happened. Yeah,
Orgasmo? Was there something like that?
Yeah.
Orgasmo?
Yeah,
No,
like something he's over time changing, but he always has an actual penis, and then one point he loses that too. Fuck.
Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams. No.
No, that is a good classic.
That was a great sex scene, though.
I, Robot with Will Smith.
Oh, yeah, no.
Even better.
No,
Even better.
I'll pass on that too.
Oh, no.
What was it with Will Smith at one point in time? He did what? I, Robot,
Yeah.
I Am Legend,
Uh-huh.
MIB.
He's very, very
He was big into
self-centered.
the eyes.
There's no I in team, but there is in Will.
That's true.
Actually,
Hey.
he can play that card.
Get his fucking name out of your
Oh,
mouth.
my bad. Yeah, I won't say it again.
God, he's going to come in here and slap you.
It will, yeah.
Actually, as long as we have the camera going, he's more than welcome.
He's
Will
more than
Smith,
welcome.
you
Yeah,
are more
you know,
than
Right
welcome.
in and slap
Will-
Chris all you want.
Will Smith is not a sponsor by any stretch, but if he wants to come on in and sing, the only thing he wants to slap me in the face, that's fine. But the only request I have is he has to be rapping Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
No,
as he's coming to do it.
He his line after he slaps you, he looks at you and says, "Parents just don't understand."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
he walks
yeah,
out.
yeah. And then
And he
walks
walks
away,
out.
exactly.
No,
Yeah.
girls ain't nothing but trouble.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Okay, that's
As
he slaps you.
As he slaps Chris.
No, Big Willie style. Big Willie style. Yeah, that's what I.
He can you can have him slap you with whatever you want in private, sir. You want it Big Willie style? That's your
Yeah.
prerogative.
Well, hey, you know,
It's my prerogative.
it was his greatest record and peace. Anyways, do we have any more conspiracies we're going to talk about?
Other than Will Smith slapping him with his
Slapping
penis?
me?
No, I
Yeah,
think we've covered it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty more we could have talked about.
I know we've diverged quite a bit on this one. Fuck the rails.
We definitely got distracted today.
Yeah, we were
for sure.
Yeah,
I think it all fell off with the intro music.
I think it
I
did.
think that threw us off today.
I think that's exactly what it was. That was
weird ass-
What the fuck? I guess all bets are out today.
Yeah.
And you out there, what do you think of our fun topic of cryptozoology and the like, the myths, the legends?
The goal that we
Gold.
didn't need.
That's right. Yeah, I know. We want to hear from you. What did you think of our conversation? Let us know your thoughts on what we talked about today and your own thoughts about the subject in our comments and on our Discord server. That would
Might
be
have
great.
to do a sequel.
I think we will.
I think we'll do a
yeah,
sequel.
maybe a little bit more pointed one.
Yeah.
We'll see how long
try.
we make it.
We'll try, yeah. But yes, please let us know your thoughts on this conversation in those couple of channels we got. Aside from that, we have ourselves a little Buy Me a Coffee link. If you'd be so kind, throw us a couple $, there. Help us out. Pay for some lights, all that stuff.
Don't
What?
forget to find us on the Facebooks,
Yeah,
and
Facebook.
Instagram, and,
Yes.
and the YouTube.
And like, subscribe,
And
all that
X.
fun stuff if you're going to hang out. And X, yes.
don't
yes,
forget
yes.
to find us on
X.
X.
Yeah, Sarcastic
Baby.
Distraction X on Twitter X.
and Twitter X.
That's right, yeah. Please, yeah,
XOXO.
be a funner of our fun community. And if you're out there and you're not feeling well in the mental department, we just want you to know that you matter, not just to us, but to those that are around you. And it's important to talk about all the stuff that's going on in your head. So if you can't find anybody to talk to that's in your vicinity, we're going to post links in our description for the help you might need. But until next time, I've been Harvey.
I'm Dave.
And I've been a Mario.
Oh my God.
Ooh, with the clap in the boot. Nice.
He's so hyped. Yeah. Oh my God. And just like that, you got yourself sarcastically distracted. Thanks so much for joining us on our fun program. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. Peace.
Take care.
Bye now.
Wow. That was a healthy dose of distraction.
It was. You know what I'm most impressed about?
What?
Tom Cruise and his whole religion didn't come up once, I don't think, did it?
I know.
Because it's not a conspiracy.